Let's finish out the showcase, guys. Or at least CM Punk's.
Oh man, that was wild.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
His no-holds-barred stipulation, who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of hurt.
Oh man, take me out to the ball game.
Spinning kick to the gut. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries. You're right about that, Cole.
Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
Right to the throat. Great move. When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant a takedown into a small package tightly hooked.
Not over yet. Austin is ready to keep going.
Still fighting the good fight here.
Uncorked a big punch. Brutal club.
Beautiful. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
CM Punk in full control. There's the...
Oh, and he manages to reverse. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. It's a recipe for cracked ribs.
Momentum is running away from Punk.
Austin is just stomping Punk down without any hesitation.
It's very effective, though. Caught the leg. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push the throne to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depth. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Spin kick to the midsection.
Check out the springboard.
Connects off the springboard. Adjusting their opponent against the turnbuckle. Quick, Austin going big. Stop! Austin got all of it. I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
And a trampling stomp. Good reflexes from him there. Bulldog!
Austin with a Fez press. Now rapid fire rights from the rattlesnake.
Hammered away with the right hands.
Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
Oh, right on the arm.
Precision elbow strike.
He's got him square in his sights here. Check out the springboard.
Caught with a lariat.
Austin going big.
Stone Cold Stunner. CM Punk doesn't know where he is. These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray. Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm.
And Austin gets stopped in his tracks.
Austin with great awareness.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
And just like that, avoiding CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
Trapping him in this. Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, into the steel step. Simply no way to brace. CM Punk now powers up his opponent. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Hurling it back through the air and connecting. Ooh, did you hear that thud from the back, connecting with flesh and bone?
Punk dodges out in time. Oh, man.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
This has been an absolutely career-defining match for these competitors tonight.
Austin knows he has to hit Punk with his highest caliber offense.
Such punishment being dealt by Austin.
Punk has no answer for Austin's pure aggression right here.
What on earth is he planning to do with that shovel?
Beating down with a shovel, straight pummeling them with it.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
Crack. That shovel is still echoing from that. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. Wow.
That was a stiff shot with the shovel. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Strong counter from Punk. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Cut off with a savage clothesline.
Cuts the attack off.
Fez press, and now raining down multiple blows on his opponent.
Austin doing what? What he does best, opening up a can of you-know-what.
Look at him go.
We are witnessing two titans of the times right now.
There is that mythical feeling in the air in the arena.
His body has been the Austin going big. Stop! And at this point, that has to do it. He saw that one coming.
Back into the ring now. Turns that in his favor. And now heading back inside. Roll up here. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet. Rushing into the corner. Step up knee. Rocks the jaw. And followed by a bulldog headlock.
That gets reversed on CM Punk.
Each superstar trying to... CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
The goal sleep. GTS from Punk.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
There is reason for him to fear what is coming next.
Check out the springboard. Whoa, just floating through the air.
Gets out of there with an elbow to the gut. Connecting with a punch.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
And he is directed into the corner.
And this is just signature CM Punk. Drills his opponent with the bulldog. He's got the target acquired, just a matter of time.
Check out the springboard. Caught with a clothesline.
And kick, wow!
Stone Cold with a stunner.
Is it enough to overcome Punk?
Punch after punch after punch. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Kick, wow! Stunner! That has to be the final nail in the coffin.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Austin cashing in on his opportunities.
He counters with a great...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Viking.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Drop down with the bulldog. He is looking to do some serious harm.
And Austin's plans fail there.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And a butterfly backbreaker.
Slowly moving. I'm sure he can feel the target on his back here. Check out the springboard. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Oh, kicks right to the midsection. Opponent dropped in the corner.
Mud hole stop.
I see a cut on Punk after that exchange.
And there was some force on that move.
Stone Cold putting the boots to his opponent. This is torture. Boom! Luther's press and now nailing his opponent with multiple punches.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Axe handle from the middle rope.
Austin going big. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stunner! Austin going big. Wow, a stunner by the rattlesnake.
Nobody recovered when Austin hits that.
And a kick out. No one saw that coming. You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk with Austin going big. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stunner! Clothesline.
This could be it. Austin with the cover.
1, 2, 3. No. The shoulders were not down. The referee was right on top of it.
Evades the attack and not a moment too soon. Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
If Punk was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
To the face.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my, here we go.
Good night, GTS. Is that enough to take out Austin? Rushing into the corner. Step up knee. Rocks the jaw.
Stacked with that bulldog.
The rattlesnake is square in CM Punk's sights.
Opponent lifted up. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. Stomp after stomp after stomp. Stone Cold is measuring his man. Punk is in for it now.
Catches the kick.
These two showing how well they know each other. Dropped him with a big shoulder. What's coming here? Submission move being applied. Expertly applied, trying.
And now forced to surrender. The pain was just too much.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Still the toughest, meanest SOB around. Even CM Punk couldn't get the better of him.
Just goes to show what a singular talent Austin is. CM Punk might be the best in the world. He might be tough as nails. But the Texas Rattlesnake is just a different kind of animal.
You got that right.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, We'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
What's he got in store?
Reversed into an inverted DDT.
Picture-perfect drop kick. Hooked him up. And a suplex.
And Guerrero.
And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie.
From the heavens, big-time splash. Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Launching.
Oh, he lands hard.
And now he's back into the ring.
Guerrero timed that one well.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
taking things back into the ring.
Spiked. A non-stop assault from Guerrero here.
Right now, it's looking like Punk is struggling to compete with Eddie's in-ring IQ.
Back on top. He cannot be stopped.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap.
From the sky.
Unbelievable athleticism. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Misses the target. Punk can withstand much more of this.
Right now, it looks like CM Punk is wilting to the intensity of Latino heat.
Oof. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
Latino Heat doing some damage.
And Punk needs to reassess his strategy. The official clearing the way for these competitors.
Ooh, great agility on display.
Another blow to his core. This might be leading to something bigger down the line.
Punk finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
But Punk has to push now while the window's open.
Landing the uppercut. Delivers the cross body. I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
It is all Guerrero right now.
Tope Atomico finds the mark. Knees up, got the knees up at the last second.
Good thinking right there.
What's Punk got forthcoming?
Clothesline!
Going right into the pin attempt. Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Powerful uppercut finds the mark.
And retaliates with a counter.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago foot. On the top!
Splash by Eddie.
Will that close Punk out?
Comes crashing down.
He's eyeing the 3 count here.
No, he gets the shoulder up.
That had to take all the energy he's got at this point. From the top!
Oh, that hurt black counter. Crash landing. Turns that back on CM Punk. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
CM Punk.
Uh-oh. Ooh, and he stops that offense. Loving blow. Eddie Guerrero firing up on the assault.
Punk's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Back.
Eddie Guerrero looking for the submission. It's locked in deep. It is painful. It is the last.
Taps out.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot Tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot Tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
The COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255.
This is thunderous!
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
The cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the game. A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all.
From the top!
And nobody home on that one. Thumped with a big blow.
And guys, we spent a lot of time around these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They are two men other superstars seek advice from. but they are not two men that should ever be seen in the same room together.
Yeah, get yourself caught in a room with both Triple H and CM Punk, and you can cut them up high.
Whoa, cross body! Triple H getting dismantled here.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
Both of these men considered master technicians in their own right. Triple H, of course, loves to play mind games. Face first. All set now. It's locked in. And yes, he's able to get out of this dire situation. On he stays ahead of Triple H. Once this match was made official, CM Punk had no interest in fighting the COO of the WWE. He didn't want the guy in a suit and tie. He wanted the cerebral assassin.
Waking up the beast inside could have been the ruiner to CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams. Don't make any mistake, Triple H is still the guy nightmares are made of.
Oh, she has bad intentions now, removing the turnbuckle pad. Massive miscalculation on that one.
The springboard attack fails to land.
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing him
Connected full force with the chair.
there's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys. He's setting something up. Spiked him. And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count. Lights out. Lift off. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H. Hammerlock coming up. That'll hurt. DDT.
Connected with that knee drop.
Dropping the elbow.
From the middle rope. Breathtaking Hurricane Run. Oh,
Triple H facing a beatdown.
smothering offense from Punk here.
CM Punk
Completely missed the mark there. Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
Up to what's already forming from that kendo shot.
Solid bit of defense on his part there. Headed out of the ring now.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Hey, leave our table out of this.
Now they're clearing it off, preparing for something dangerous. Well, time to get out of Dodge as our announce desk is assuredly not long for this world.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around. And Punk making his way back to the ring. Huge kick connects.
Looked clear out of the ring. Has to be all out of sorts right now.
Triple H gets ejected from the ring. He wants this fight on the outside. Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. We're getting up close. Look at this intense battle.
Everything ringside has potential to do some serious injury.
Spinning heel kick.
Good Lord, taking flight.
Best setting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize.
I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a bad situation. And are you kidding me? He's going up from the top.
Triple H dodges out in time. Took the risk. Received absolutely zero reward.
And that may have just been the turning point in this match. Triple H counters. Driven into the barricade.
He's heading back to the ring.
Triple H has set his sights on his opponent now.
Oh, quick way to reach.
Up high. Crossbody from the top.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Up high.
Kick lands. Momentum is really on Punk's side. Triple H needs to dig deep like he's done so often before.
High risk.
What a crossbody.
Using the ropes to devastating effect.
Like a missile through the air. And here we go, returning to the ring.
Right off the tooth.
The game in bad shape right now.
Punk is determined right now. And now escaping the mat. Very crafty of him, avoiding the dangers of the ring.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Oh, yeah, from the top.
Oh, he paid for that high risk.
Crushing and burning. What a miss from up high.
Down with a backbreaker.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now.
Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
Oh, an overhand punch. He connects with a counter.
Strike with a calf kick. Boom. Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters. Could be thinking of something big here. Dropping his opponent on the top turnbuckle. And now looking to go as big as possible. Devastation. Oh, the plunge. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Makes the cover. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this trip.
Down for the pin. It's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down.
I think he's ready for more. He's still getting warmed up.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been 3 titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight title between Randy Orton, Batista, and the man who fought his way into this match earlier tonight, CM Punk. Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk.
Suicide dive!
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Here we go! And that was a well-executed attack.
That found the mark, but I don't know who the...
From way up through the air, and connects!
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Watch out!
Whoa, look out! Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago,
From the sky!
Bang! Batista checking under the ring now for God knows what.
grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt. Bam! Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a welt.
Totally helpless at the moment.
Oh, right to the esophagus.
Counter by CM Punk. And a big question coming into time. Was Arby going to see the animal of old? Well, Batista looked like a dominating force. This could do it for the win. And Punk gets countered there.
And now unloading rights Backs.
Uh-oh. Ooh, great anticipation. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Heading to the top rope here. From above. Look out. Double axe handle connects. Whoa. Cross body. And you can tell Punk is still feeling the effects of his match against Triple H. Sent into the corner. Bang. Crucial counter there. Face first. Setting up. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Slam!
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Randy might be defeated here. He's able to beat a 2 count.
Clearly, still very much in this fight.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring. And no, suicide dive.
Completely tossing all caution to the wind.
Going for broke, and it paid off. What's he open to find down there?
And he doesn't even need to swing that kendo stick that hard to inflict a ton of pain. Quick evasion from him there. And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny. Over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is an afterthought. But you guys are right.
Boom! Connecting fully with that one.
The Viper in bad shape here.
Punk is determined right now.
Just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
And Batista wants more from his opponent.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Batista making it all look so effortless. Batista bomb!
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ. Boom!
Oh, toss to ringside.
Thunderous power slam.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all hanging by a thread now.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick. Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic. But all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Are we about to see a title change here? Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vibe.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Batista looking into the ring, but for what?
The steel chair. Looks like he's opted to go with the simple.
Punk now lifting. Smart.
The animal looking for it. Here it comes. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Cover. And then breaks up the pin.
Punk sidesteps out of that. Oh, just bludgeoning the competition. Orton. And that is exactly how a champion stays a champion.
Orton able to counter. No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale.
finds some space and manages it. Oh, stiff uppercut. Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. And Batista gets warded off. Uh-oh.
And averting damage there.
He gets into the ring. Look at this. This can't be good.
Can't prepare your face for...
And it is purely academic at this point as the champ surely knows now.
Late the match. That's gotta be it.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants. Not with a cover.
Shoulders are down.
And it's Randy Orton able to stop the count.
Still showing some signs of life here.
He gets back into the ring. Ooh, snaps the leg across the head. And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Oh, did you hear that?
Forcefully sent into the corner of the ring.
Oh, what a response. Oof, running knee in the corner. Taking things to the top rope.
Well executed. From way up, double axe handle connects.
He's headed out to the ringside area. My God! Did you hear that chair shot? About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Using every
one last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Orton playing mind games with the enemy. Slam! Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in uncivil.
on the apron. When we say high risk, this is the risk we are talking about.
And that could be the moment that changes the whole complexion of this match. And you can tell Punk is still feeling the effects of his match against Triple H. Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles.
Overhead with the German.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As her good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it will look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE. Man, that is going to leave some serious worries. And I've been saying this in the lead-up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point. Look at this! What a cross body!
Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
And now he gets back into the ring.
High risk!
A slingshot cross body!
Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
Putting some serious wear and tear on that leg. And now Batista's being dismantled.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Clearing up our outstep. Things are about to turn disastrous.
Wielding the table like a weapon and causing chaos. I don't like the desk's odds of holding up here.
And a big question coming into tonight. Was only going to see the animal moves? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules. A little cockiness here from Batista.
All right, he's got to refocus up now. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Bringing the fight closer and closer to our announce desk.
Let's just hope they don't bring it onto our announce desk.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE. And if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the...
Look at this! All the way to the outside!
That was absolutely unreal.
Coming in and
Flying! Good Lord! Taking flight!
Really risked it all there.
very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Getting back into the ring now.
Draped across the top rope.
And I also see a cut on the face of Punk. Orton.
RKO out of nowhere.
All hope might be lost for the challenger. Powered up but dropping behind. Cranking the neck. Inverted DDT. Nicely done. Batista looking to put this one to bed.
Batista bomb. Could that be enough to gain the title? The cover.
Content broken. Looking vulnerable now, guys.
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista. CM Punk looking.
Randy with a counter.
And maybe it's just too big of a hill for CM Punk to climb tonight.
Back into the ring here. That was a stiff shot with a kendo stick.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
Wicked clothesline.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing to give up any ground.
Some of the best ever, throwing down like only they can. Blink and you miss it. Power slam by Orton. DDT.
Batista taking a moment to see if the fans will show some love.
And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shot.
The animal, so powerful, so dominant, with the Batista bomb! This may be the challenger's moment. You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And for all the power that Batista possesses, he just could not keep him down for 3. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Clothesline! Off with their head. Being set up in the corner for something.
Punk now cuts off his opponent.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. He quickly slides into the ring.
He's calling for it. This is going to be painful.
Big time buster.
Thunderous.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee.
Sleep. We might see a new champion crowned.
2. We almost had a new champion.
And this is why they are the champ. The ability.
Suicide dive.
The next level accuracy needed to hit that move cannot be understated.
And the body control, just amazing athleticism. Turning the tables. Still only got 1. Not quite enough to put him away.
Back suplex, no. Driven down.
You hope just to witness a match like this in your life and to... There! Can we have a new champ at last?
Still in it with a quick kick out.
He was prepared for this. He knew this match would go the distance.
And Batista visibly frustrated now as he's not being given what he wants. The animal just might be unleashed as a result of the aggravation.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
This is a champion in action. And he's able to avoid that offense.
KO out of nowhere. The champ might have just sealed things.
And into the cover. No way.
Keeping those title dreams alive a little longer.
But now this is when Randy Orton is at his most dangerous, a Viper who's had a taste and knows what it takes to win. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Vengeance! Randy Orton!
Randy predicted that.
Calf kick on the money.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him.
He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event? It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the U.S. Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? Or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena
defending the title against...
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the U.S. title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
This is going to be a close contest. Punk and Cena have such different and effective styles in the ring.
Yeah, every moment of this match is going to be dripped in drama, as every near fall could be the one to end it. Can Punk's clever tactics really neutralize Cena's raw power? Or is Cena's heart and fighting spirit going to prove too much for the Second City Saint to overcome? And what does that title mean to each man?
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last two times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were two of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011, and their rematch at SmackDown, looking to retain.
Punk powers out, still going strong.
Still fighting to keep in this thing.
Strong counter from Punk. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Nasty. The hardest part of the ring.
That was quite the impact on the apron. You might be in shock now, but you'll be feeling the lasting pain for a few weeks.
Here we go.
Whoa, look out. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Taking him to the corner now.
And Cena now knows this might be one of the biggest challenges yet. Punk is bringing the fight thus far.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Oh, what a clothesline. Turns that back on Cena. Kick gets. And here we go. Single leg crab.
Oof, an absolute.
He's got to relieve the pressure. And escapes.
Using the arm like a billy club.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason. Oh, Mongolian chop.
And this is a moment we've seen so rarely. John Cena's U.S. title might finally be slipping out of his grasp.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals.
Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen...
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Direct shot to the throat there.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking? Watch out.
Coming down hard with the splash.
And Cena is taking out a lot of offense now.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena here. Oof! Caught a back elbow to that.
Cena ducks underneath. Couple of shots.
Oh, instantly cut off at the pass.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
And many have taken some, even if none of those challenges have yet to pry that title from Cena's hands. You've got to think that Cena is not at 100% given the caliber of competition he's requesting each week. I believe CM Punk has the highest odds yet for a competitor who has answered this call.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right now.
Oh! Setting them up in the corner.
Turns it around. Cena reversing the momentum.
But Cena still has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
John Cena, top rope.
Take off. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, nails the GTS.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Here we go. And a well-timed counter.
Oh, man.
By Cena.
Cena's gonna add insult to injury with this. The ultimate humiliation.
With a 5 knuckles. Pin attempt by the champion. And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack.
Arm wringer applied, getting cracked.
Right hand will count. Turns the tables with a face buster. Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
From the top rope. Through the air. And connects. From ring post to ringside. Risking it all paid off. Punk and Cena have to be digging down to their deepest reserves right now.
They look absolutely exhausted, but I don't think either one...
Champ's down. This one's for everything. No, the champ holds on.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out. Cinching in the arm wringer, but
Popped in the mouth. Springboard misses the target. Cena now effortlessly lifts his opponent.
attitude adjustment. Devastating maneuver by the champion.
Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
I thought the champ had this one locked down, but we carry
Cena is no stranger to big match moments, but he clearly thought that would be all she wrote. Trying armbar. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Punk never saw that coming.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
We all knew this was going to be...
Cena looking to close this one out. Here it comes. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. The challenger is not holding back. And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here. AJ Styles.
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles?
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well, but the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his kind of match, and whoever is more successful in doing so is likely to end up the victor.
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles are incredibly capable of getting down and dirty when they have to. There may be a great deal of respect in this match, but there's also a lot of pride on the line. Neither Punk nor Styles will hesitate to pull out all the stops on each other in this match, and I personally cannot wait to see it.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Remember, the first time the world got to see AJ Styles, he was busting his hump in WCW's Cruiserweight division during that company's dying days, while the main eventers collected the paychecks.
Both men spent much of their career on the fringes, fighting for every scrap of opportunity, and now they are both competing in one of the most anticipated matchups in WrestleMania history. What a journey for CM Punk and AJ Styles.
Misses on the springboard.
Pele kick. Big night for AJ Styles, making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past we've seen Punk.
These two trading one blow after another. Countering that offense.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Enzuigiri finds its mark.
Lariat. CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
Yeah, AJ's clearly wanting to teach Punk a lesson about who the best really is here.
Check out the springboard.
Misses the target.
AJ pops his opponent into the air. And now connects with a Styles clash.
Has AJ delivered the exclamation? Moonsault. Reverse DDT.
Into the cover. This might be it. Got it. No, just a two.
They may not have too much left, but they at least had enough to kick out there.
What a striking combination. Boom!
Styles. Springboard 450.
And into the pin.
AJ Styles just beat CM Punk at WrestleMania. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to beat Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight, and CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
Look, I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission match?
We'll find out right here. CM Punk said he loves Kurt, but he'll not be sorry to put Kurt Angle down for good.
Incredible springboard right there. Point of the knee used to great effect.
And Wade, long ago, there was an opportunity for these two men to have locked up, but the stars just never aligned.
That's correct. ECW is what you're talking about, Cole. A mid-2000s rebranding. CM Punk and Kurt Angle were positioned as the premier attractions. Punk being the young upstart with a groundswell of support behind him, and Angle being the veteran, the true wrestling machine.
Those would have been battles that would have shortened each man's career, no doubt.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking out a gifted technician like Kurt Angle?
Look, Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities, but let's be clear. He's not on Angle's level. That means Punk really needs to avoid getting taken down to the mat. You don't want to be on your back trying to out-wrestle Kurt Angle.
Brought down with that maneuver. Remember, this match came to be in quite a rude fashion. Angle was ready to choose his final opponent, and CM Punk stole that choice away from a classless act from someone who claims to have so much respect for the man.
Well, that's your perspective, Michael Cole. Many others would say that Punk is doing Kurt a favor.
A favor? Deciding a Hall of Famer's retirement match? That's a favor?
Listen, Cole. It's an honor for Angle to wrestle CM Punk at WrestleMania. It's a fantastic ending for Kurt to be able to say, my last match was with CM Punk.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Corey. You've got worms in your ears or something. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. And well-timed maneuver there.
And Kurt escapes danger.
From the top.
Double axe handle connects. Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna...
CM Punk looking to put his opponent up. Oh, he saw it coming.
Just clubbing down.
Punk's vulnerable here.
Down with the suplex.
That one got Punk good. Angle not wanting to go quietly into the night here.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Goes right for the takedown.
Taking the shoulder to them hard there.
Angle is like a machine right now.
Punk on the wrong side of Angle's technical expertise here.
Momentum going back to Punk's corner.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Put everything behind that kick. Dear Lord, just a nasty assault.
He left an opening.
Exploder suplex.
If there was ever one last time for Kurt to put the pedal to the metal, it is now.
He's locked him up.
Strong suplex.
Once again having the wind knocked straight out of him.
Kurt setting it up. slam.
Angle might just have Punk right where he wants him. So hard to defend yourself when you're flat on your back.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle, a big win at WrestleMania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now to say that he is the man who beat Kurt Angle in Kurt's final match of his Hall of Fame career.
There would be nothing for CM Punk to apologize for tonight. He would just be ending all of Kurt's built-up pain. The fireworks just keep coming from Punk and Angle. Neither man is backing. What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
A bit of hot dogging from Kurt here.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
He is connecting to the WWE Universe, drawing from their energy. And no matter how we got here, this is a match the people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further. Punk now locks in that double under.
Trying to put them away, able to counter into a clothesline.
Propping him up in the corner.
Put on the top rope. Something big's coming.
Punk's knee to the face.
Short arm clothesline connects.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
From the top rope.
Diving elbow.
Kurt Angle taking a thunderous attack from CM Punk.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Nice takedown there. Smooth transition into the ankle lock.
Submission locked in. Are we going to see? And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. What's CM Punk thinking? Thunderous clothesline. Every time
Angle just punishing his opponent here.
Reaching the ropes and forcing the break.
And Kurt Angle is stepping up. Boom! Ducks out of harm's way.
Floor neck breaker.
picture perfect.
Can Angle withstand much more of this?
Angle's having trouble dealing with the best in the world.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
One reversal after another. These two are reading each other's minds. That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now.
Forearm smash. And there's a takedown. CM Punk stopped.
CM Punk completely dominant.
Inverted DDT. What a reversal.
Kurt Angle thinking big. Way too diving moonsault.
I truly cannot remember the last time I saw a match of this caliber.
Truly the highest praise possible. These superstars should be so proud of their efforts here.
It's moves like that that earn Angle the moniker, the Wrestling Machine.
He's able to reverse it.
Eyes are fixed, looking to victimize his target.
Check out the springboard. Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
We are witnessing history in the making here tonight.
This is certainly one that'll be talked about for ages.
Nice takedown there. Smooth transition.
Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Uh-oh. Way too... Diving moonsault!
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Able to free himself from the triangle.
Punk looking to impose his will.
Hoisted up, double underhook. Weaves out.
But counted now into a clothesline. What's this? He's going.
Uh-oh. Way too... Diving moonsault!
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
A weakening arm breaker.
And averting damage there.
What a lariat!
Opponent hoisted up. Angle slam. Looking to twist and tell every...
He submits. He taps out.
Here is your winner, and forever,
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
comes down to this. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you can prepare for a wrestler. You can prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for The Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To The Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the devil's playground with the devil incarnate.
You can hit The Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on The Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt. Going for the cover here.
And he manages to kick out at one.
This one is still anyone's game at this point.
Oh, the Fiend just launched out of the ring.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And Punk making his way back to the ring. This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating the Fiend.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was the Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
A little cockiness here from Punk.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And Punk gets countered there. Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone outside. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help.
The Fiend's onslaught continuing, making things very difficult for Punk.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became the Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as the Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's...
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. The Fiend stops his opponents dead in their tracks. Did Fiend end it there?
Sister Abigail.
I don't know how Punk can...
Fiend going for the pin. This could be over. Fights out at two.
Kicking out of that one with everything he's got.
Stops that offense. Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. Spot uppercut. That'll cost some teeth. A counter by the Fiend.
Ooh. Ooh. And I think that opened him up. The blood is beginning to flow.
Vicious reversal with an elbow right to the mush.
He just broke right through the cell.
He was turned into a battering ram, and the cell wall stood no chance. And listen to this capacity crowd. The anticipation is electric in this building. The only good thing to ever come out of reaching the top of that cell is a superb view.
A view that I imagine looks a heck of a lot worse on the swift way down.
He made the climb all the way to the top of the cell. What he does next can have major repercussions on the rest of his career.
Hopefully he reconsiders all this and climbs back down.
Incredible power slam.
This situation is only getting more dangerous by the second.
Looking to cause as much violence as possible on top of the cell.
Change of plans, a hit to the stomach.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents...
Oh, he's shoving it down his throat. No!
Punk's got a problem here. This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew The Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond.
Oh, gutbuster! Evisceration. All hell is broken loose on top of the cell. This is only going to get worse before it gets better.
And down hard with the gourd buster.
I knew taking this fight to the top of the cell would not end well.
Hindsight is 20/20, Corey. The question now is, can this fight even continue?
He's got his sights locked in now.
Placing him in the corner.
Shutting that down with the back elbow.
Kick to the gut.
CM Punk may have broken through. His attacks really seem to be registering against the Fiend.
All out of sorts. He won't see this coming at all.
Check out the springboard.
Taking off from the ropes.
Boom. Fire back with that elbow.
Shoving it down his throat. No.
There's no chance you're coming back from another one of those.
2 count.
The Fiend wins it.
Here is your winner, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but what on earth does this mean for the rest of us?
An honor to know him. to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2k26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee, CM Punk's wife, is here after a decade.
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true. But that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maurice. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so...
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one it couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maurice, and Miz and Maurice know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world. Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the it couple is going to finish strong tonight. Of that, I am sure.
A lot of variables at play in this intergender tag match. All four competitors have been subject to mixed tag rules before, where the men could only fight the men and vice versa. But tonight, intergender fighting is allowed.
And I know both Maurice and AJ Lee have that chip on their shoulder. Maurice has always looked down on CM Punk and would love nothing more than hurting the best in the world. Let's not forget that AJ Lee used to be general manager of Raw, where Miz was a constant nuisance. Now she can let her frustration out without any fear of professional retribution.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
Stiff forearm shot. Oh, leg lariat.
Oh, boom!
Lee, she's thinking big.
From the top. Whoa, look out. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have...
Now into the cover. Lee's shoulders are down. There's a shoulder up almost immediately.
You cannot be serious. How? How on earth was that not even a 1 count at this point?
Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal, I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Shining Risen.
Is victory close? This could be it. She puts an end to the pin attempt. I wonder why. Being placed in the corner here.
Tag. 2-on-1. And a boot to the stomach. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight. And it's the most vital one. Experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing.
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high.
Diving elbow drop. And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
Here we go. He thinks this is it. Cover. There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners. AJ.
Appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the showcase. I will be doing a Malrad stream soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. She proves she deserves to be back on top of the women's division.